Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Touropia Vibes today. We're taking a deep dive into one of the most fascinating aspects of Canada, its incredible diversity. You know, Canada is often celebrated as a multicultural nation, and for good reason. With a population of over 41 million people, it's a vibrant tapestry woven from countless cultures, languages, and backgrounds. So how did Canada become such a melting pot? A huge part of the story lies in immigration. Canada has a long history of welcoming people from all corners of the globe, and this has profoundly shaped its demographic landscape. In fact, over the past few decades, immigration has been the primary driver of Canada's population growth. Let's look at some numbers. According to Statistics Canada, in 2021, nearly 1 in 4 people in Canada were or had been a landed immigrant or permanent resident. That's a staggering 8.3 million people. And this trend is only continuing. Between 2016 and 2021, Canada welcomed over 1.3 million new immigrants. Now, when we talk about diversity, it's essential to look at the different racial and ethnic groups that call Canada home. And here, the numbers truly paint a picture of a global community. Based on the 2021 census, here's a breakdown of some of the largest groups. Europeans. People of European descent make up the largest group. For example, in 2021, over 19.6 million people reported origins from the United Kingdom, France, or other European countries. This includes various ethnicities like Irish, Scottish, German, Italian, and Ukrainian, among many others. Asians. The Asian population is incredibly diverse and growing rapidly. People of South Asian descent, including those from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka, are a significant group, with over 2.5 million individuals reporting these origins in 2021. Chinese Canadians are also a large and established community, with over 1.7 million people reporting Chinese origins. Filipino Canadians represent another substantial group, with over 960,000 individuals reporting Filipino origins. Other Asian groups, such as those from Southeast Asia, like Vietnam, Korea, and Japan, and West Asia, like Iran and Afghanistan, also contribute significantly to Canada's diversity. Indigenous peoples. It's crucial to remember that Indigenous peoples are the original inhabitants of this land. In 2021, over 1.8 million people identified as Indigenous, comprising First Nations. Over 1.04 million people identified as First Nations. Métis. Over 624,000 people identified as Métis. Inuit. Over 70,000 people identified as Inuit. Their cultures, languages, and histories are fundamental to the Canadian identity. Black Canadians. The Black population in Canada is diverse, with roots in various countries. In 2021, over 1.5 million people identified as Black. This group includes individuals of Caribbean, African, and Canadian descent, each with unique histories and contributions. Latin American. People of Latin American origin are also a growing community, with over 630,000 people reporting these origins in 2021. This group includes individuals from various countries in Central and South America. Other visible minority groups. Canada is also home to many other visible minority groups, including those of Arab, West Asian, and multiple visible minority origins, all contributing to the rich cultural mosaic. Languages and religions. Host. Beyond racial and ethnic backgrounds, Canada's diversity is also reflected in its languages and religions. Canada has 2 official languages, English and French. In 2021, nearly 75% of the population reported English as their first official language spoken, while about 21% reported French. However, over 4.6 million Canadians reported speaking a language other than English or French, most often at home. This includes languages like Mandarin, Punjabi, Cantonese, Arabic, Tagalog, and Spanish, to name just a few. When it comes to religion, while Christianity remains the largest religious affiliation in Canada, the country is also home to a significant number of people practicing other faiths. In 2021, over 22 million Canadians reported a Christian affiliation. However, there were also over 1.7 million Muslims, over 770,000 Hindus, over 700,000 Sikhs, over 330,000 Buddhists, over 330,000 Jewish people, and a growing number of people reporting no religious affiliation at over 12 million.